Lake Guntersville is the largest lake in Alabama and one of the most scenic and recreationally popular spots in the entire state. Well known for bass fishing, regularly ranked among the top bass fishing lakes in the country. Of course, Lake Guntersville is known for boating and motorsports and wildlife watching, home to bald eagles, herons, and much more. Memorial Day weekend is always very busy on Lake Guntersville. Leroy Miller made the trip from Ohio down to Alabama for a big fishing weekend. On Saturday, May 24th, the day started off with a few scattered storms, but those dissipated by mid-morning. Mr. Miller went out to go fishing, and all of a sudden, his life would change.
So I went over in front of Honeycomb Creek. I was fishing in front of this bluff wall. I caught several fish already, and I stood up to make another cast, and I don't remember anything after that except for I woke up looking at the sky and I was like, where am I at? I don't know where I'm at right now. And then I looked and I saw my steering wheel of my boat and I'm laying there and I'm like, okay, I'm in my boat. So I looked up and there was this smiley face, a graffiti smiley face on the bluff wall, and that triggered a memory from the day before that was Honeycomb Creek and this is Guntersville Lake. So I'm like, okay, I need to call 911. I was paralyzed, my waist down. I couldn't move my legs. And I was like, okay, I just need to call 911, and I don't know what happened. I have no idea at that point. So I called 911, told the dispatch where I thought I was on the lake. She pinged my phone and said, yeah, that's where you're at, sir. So I started hearing sirens, and I'm like, I'm hearing sirens. Did you send them already? And she's like, I haven't sent anybody yet. And I'm like, she was, well, maybe someone else did. And I'm like, okay. And then I heard a boat come up to me, and he said, we got you, sir. We got you. We're pushing you to shore. Just relax. I just remember once I got in the ambulance, the EMT telling me, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, sir. You're in really bad shape. He said, and because of the shape you're in, we're not wasting any time. We're going to drive you straight to UAB. It's an hour and 40-minute drive. We're going to get you as fast as we can. And they just kept me talking about my kids and my job and whatever, all the way to UAB.
So you were alert all the way in?
Yeah.
Hospital.
Yeah, I felt, but I had no pain through the whole process. And I think when they got me to UAB is when the pain kicked into my body. I didn't feel it, but I didn't know how bad I was hurting either, because all I thought was my hand. You don't have a mirror, you can't see yourself. So I had no idea. And when they transferred me from the ambulance to UAB care, all I heard was them pushing me, and they're like, we need a trauma team for his face, we need a trauma team for his jaw, we need a trauma team for his eyes, we need a trauma team for his hand, we need a trauma team for his body, and we need to get some vital organs checked. And I was like, that's when I was like, oh man, I'm hurt way worse than I thought. That's when I had like a death experience. Like my mind must have stopped, but my heart didn't. I don't know.
What do you mean by death experience?
I felt like someone took my hands, shook me, and I have like a blanket, and I was floating in a cloudy substance, and everything went pure quiet, peace like you've never felt in your life. And I'm like, okay, I'm dying, I'm going to heaven. And I prayed, please, dear Lord, take care of my wife, my daughters, my grandbabies that I'll never see. Help guide them in the path that you want them to be, and just please do that for me, amen. And then it felt like somebody shook me again, and then I was back in the ER and I could hear the voices again. I'm like, okay, he's not done with me yet. What does he want from me? So
how did this change you?
I talk about my Lord a lot now to people, and I want everyone to know that peace. If anybody thinks that is God in heaven and that peace is a farce, a story, just somebody telling something, I'm here to tell you it's not.
So tell me about your injury here.
We assume it hit the fishing rod, traveled down the rod, and the injury went into the hand, and my hand was wrapped around the reel, of the rod, and that's made out of aluminum. So it took the path of least resistance to this hand, because I had it on the reel handle on this side. So this hand took the blunt of everything, and I just burnt this finger and got a bunch of shrapnel. You can't really tell right now, but I had shrapnel all through my hand here from the reel blowing up. And this leg took the blunt of it, and it melded my rain suit to my body from here all the way up to here. And they had to cut my rain suit off of me, but they had to scrape this off of me at UAB.
If you could talk to another fisherman about the fact that lightning's serious business, what would you say to them?
I would say that no fish, nothing on the water is worth your life. And lightning needs to be something that I guess we need to be way more conscious of, even though it might be 5 or 10 miles away. I guess just the moral of my story is I'm never going to go out on lake again. If there's a storm within 10 miles of the lake, I'm going to just call it a day and I'm going to find something else to do because it's not worth my life at all.
Despite the severity of his injuries, Leroy Miller has shown remarkable resilience. Through this traumatic experience on Lake Guntersville, he has reoriented his priorities, placing greater value on faith, on family, and on life in general.